I work harder than some people imagine. Often we preachers hear the jokes about working one day a week. We even tell those jokes ourselves. But you know they are only jokes. My wife says I never quit working. Even when I'm home, I spend so much time, too much time in the study, reading, researching, writing, answering emails, teaching small groups online, making phone calls. And that's after I come home from the office. So how about you? Whatever your job is, if you take it seriously, then I imagine you work long and hard as well. Maybe sometimes too long and too hard, which is why we hear so much about burnout and emotional fatigue. We really are not Marvel comic superheroes. You and I are mortals, human beings with built-in strengths and weaknesses, capabilities and needs. And one of those needs is for rest and rejuvenation, in order that we might remain strong enough to keep doing whatever it is that we have to do. Even Jesus experienced that. Do you remember the time when he fed the 5,000? The Bible says they came to him in droves, and when he looked at the multitudes, he was moved with compassion upon them. But serving all their needs was exacting and exhausting. So, later that night he got into a boat and went to the other side of the lake to rest. Of course, word spread, and when he reached shore, multitudes were waiting on him with the sick and the lame, asking to be healed. However, amid all his outpouring of love and sympathy, do not miss the fact that he intentionally got into a boat and sailed off for the other side of the lake. And do not forget all the other times when the Bible says he withdrew to a quiet place. Jesus understood that in order to take care of the needs of others, sometimes we have to take care of our own needs as well. You cannot drive an automobile consistently without stopping from time to time to refuel. Cars run out of gas and can't go any further without it. So do people. June is a great month to remember that lesson. You and I are called to work, to use our time and talents and resources to make the world a better place, to give, to love, to serve. But a person can only do that so long before she or he has to withdraw to a quiet place. That's why historically the Jews preached the principle of Shabbat, Sabbath, a time to restore your soul and your body in order to resume your daily work. And that's why I think vacation is actually a sacred word. Jesus talked about self-love when he said, "You shall love your neighbor as yourself." He knew that without caring for self, in time there won't be much self left with which to care for others. So, learn an important lesson, in fact, a biblical lesson. Take some time this summer for you. Vacation time, restoration time, time for self, time for rest, time for prayer, time for fun. That will empower you later on to get back to business.